Grab a controller. Wait, what? Huh? What the fuck are you talking about? Oh, Steam tells me to grab a controller. Steam is going down the pits of hell lately. It's really bad. Whoa. A wholly bad effect in the eyes. The fuck is going on? Right off the bat, there's a big mismatch between the left and the right eye. I can't quite put my finger on it, but it almost feels like your lenses are dirty. Holy title screen. Wow. I'm a big fan of VR-friendly title screens. I've been over this before, and this is no exception. This is one of the better ones I've seen in a while. Welcome to Stereo 3D Plays, everyone. We're about to take a look at a game called The Midnight Walk. This is a game that I noticed was upcoming on Steam when I was talking with Girillo about what was coming up in the future a couple of months ago. And I wishlisted it because we were both in agreement that the stop motion style looked really cool and that this might be great for VR. I'm going to check in from the editing room here because I'm describing an issue that causes stereoscopic mismatches in the inner edges of my view. It took me a while to pinpoint what was going on, but having now reviewed the video, it looks like there's a vignetted lens distortion effect in the outdoor areas of this game. The center of this vignette is in the middle of the left eye and right eye frames. The problem here is that the center of the Quest 3's viewports are actually closer to the inner edges of each frame. This is also the case for many other headsets like the Valve Index or PSVR 2. The lens distortion vignette is therefore misaligned with these viewports, and now the inner edges of each eye are extremely blurred while the outer edges are clear, resulting in a strong stereoscopic mismatch where an object can look clear in one eye and blurry in the other simultaneously. I strongly advise the devs either disable this effect in VR or make sure to align it correctly for all known headsets, as this really distractingly tarnishes what is otherwise a visually stunning piece of game software. Oh, this is interesting, an acceleration style and movement orientation. I'll leave it to head. Nice to see these options here. Nice to see I got a rotation style and I don't have to be stuck with snap rotation, which I'm unable to use. This is not the most extensive control set I've seen in the history of VR gaming, but it's enough for me. Hopefully they do have smooth locomotion, and I'm gonna see what that gaze thing is. I don't know if I'll want it or not. The only thing I'm turning off is the anti-aliasing, because when you run at resolutions like I am right now, which if we take a look, I am currently running at a resolution of 2496 by 2592. Steam ceases to amaze me with their incompetence. If you look at this menu here, by the way, it's running at like 2 frames per second and it's shitting itself completely. Steam is really going down the drain. I'm not kidding. Hopefully I make it. Hopefully I make it. I've entered FPS and my oh my god, Steam, you guys are a disaster. This is... Look at this. Look at this. I typed that 20 seconds ago. Steam, you need to do some layoffs. You literally need to do some layoffs. This is an absolutely unusable piece of software end to end. Right now what I'm trying to do is I have fpsVR open and I notice that I'm not quite hitting my target of 120 frames per second, and because these settings take effect immediately in the graphics menu, I want to see what I can change to actually improve this a little bit. So I did notice that effects brings down the demand a little bit, and then it starts doing this ashes flying thing again, so I can actually take it down a couple of notches and see which one works best. It looks like medium might be enough, though there are a lot of these particles that come into view and you can actually see the difference as they fly into view. That's pretty cool. Reflections I don't think is going to make a difference. I don't even see reflections in this scene. Maybe if I bring it way down? Nope. Okay, so we're going to leave these on high just in case. And post-processing might actually make a difference. If I go down to medium, and what about low? So there's almost no difference. I may actually be a little stuck here, bar going for a resolution scale or something, which this game, by the way, doesn't have. So let's actually turn off the film grain for fun. See if that makes a difference. I want to leave it on because they presented it to me in the menu. Okay, that's enough digging for now. I'm tapping 120 here and there. I'm hanging between 110 and 115, depending on how many particles there are in my view. If there's nothing in my view, it easily runs at 120. I checked my recording mirror. It looks beautiful on there. I don't really see any stuttering or frame drops. I do not notice any stuttering or frame drops in the headset. Looks like I'm ready to go. But there is one last thing I want to talk about. This game is one of those that supports both desktop gameplay and VR gameplay, and I cannot stress how much I am a fan of this. I've always been a fan of this since the early days of the resurgence of VR in late 2013. I always said devs don't really have any good excuse to make a game that only supports VR. Bar a few exceptions, like if you're making a game that has very exclusive to VR mechanics, or if you're very, very limited on time and budget. But take a look at Resident Evil 7, for example, when it came out on PSVR 1. It didn't even have room scale support. It doesn't even support motion controllers, yet it was super popular. People played that game a whole lot. It was one of the VR games that would get completed on the platform. Take Fallout and Skyrim. Yes, we complained a lot when those came out because the adaptations were rough. But look, if you count the hour count between the two games, it's gargantuan. The player actions speak for themselves. If studios do this, people will latch onto the game. I like the way supporting both mediums actually brings desktop gamers and VR gamers together. Phasmophobia does this time and time again. VR Chat doesn't only do this time and time again, but actually convinces desktop players to eventually make the leap to VR. Oh man, for a second I thought the game was stuck and then this opens up, but man, I hope we don't have a resolution scale problem because I hope this is an effect, honestly. I mean, wow, game. Oh, holy crap. Is this Unreal Engine 5 again? Is this Unreal Engine 5 doing this? I'll be honest with you, my capture's probably suffering right now. I don't feel it. It's probably just syncing at half rate or doing some kind of magic reprojection because this actually feels quite nice. I would appreciate being able to see though. That'd be nice. I don't know if this effect should be on for VR. Holy fuck. Whoa. Whoa! That was a cool transition. Ah, there's where the rest of the VR options are. They're all under accessibility. So this is a very strange default setting. Why would you have the comfort vignette so damn strong? Wow. Okay, I got worried for a second there. But you can even turn off the head bob, which is on by default. I find that very odd. Okay, that's gonna be a lot better. We got 100 frames per second here. I'm kind of cool with that. The unfortunate thing is I kind of got used to it, but there is a stencil over the camera, kind of a decal. And depending on what angle you're getting the light in your eyes from, it actually causes mismatches between the left and right eye, and this is something the devs really need to address. That effect needs to be completely removed. Also, it'd be nice to get better performance. I am on an RTX 4080. I am trying to dig for the best possible performance, but I don't want to mutilate the visuals. Like I said, I am running right now through Virtual Desktop at a resolution of 2496 by 2592. 120 hertz is a high demand. But still, I think I would have gotten away with 90 Hz in this playthrough, but we did see it drop to 70 during the intro, which is not optimal. Let's go. Enough screwing around here. I do want to see the game. I do not feel frame drops. I don't think it looks particularly bad. I think it looks actually really good. And so we're gonna go with this for now. Whoa. Oh, now I have ears. Okay. Whoa. I appreciate these hands. They're... Whoa. Whoa. What is this? Is that the gaze interaction thing? And I press my triggers, it closes my eyes? Oh, I press my left trigger, it closes my eyes? I press my left trigger and... Oh, wow. Oh, that's really cool. Holy shit. How is this not coming out of a much bigger studio? Or maybe it is and I just don't know them. This is insane. Wow. Crazy. Huh! I knew it, because I could hear it. Reach for your left hip and grab to bring up your inventory. Can I just say how much better than a fucking backpack this is? I saw someone comment on my Half-Life 2 VR video, out of all things recently, that they were asking if anybody's arm hurt after this reach over the shoulder clip mechanic that he obviously didn't like. Well, I'm not a fan of the reach over the shoulder for either the backpack or just grabbing things, because it is an awkward gesture. Now, I don't get pain from it, but I still don't like it. This, however, this I do without looking or thinking. It is a very good mechanic. This makes me think of Arizona Sunshine, actually. This is very, very good. Wow. Excellent inventory. Good job, guys. Do I just trigger? What the fuck? Oh, I just let it go. All right, come on. Whoa, the glow. Okay, this is very, very stylish so far. I might be a bit grumbly about the performance, because I'm just tired of seeing games run like shit, especially Unreal Engine games. It's become like an absolute meme at this point. But I gotta say, something that looks like this, I can't complain too much. I do think they should really do something about the stencil on the screen, though, or whatever the fuck decal there is, because it's very bad for the eyes. It just kind of tarnishes what otherwise is an amazing looking experience. It's some kind of fucking vignette they have on the view that just does not work correctly. Huh? This is gonna be cool. I think I know what they want me to do. Oh! Holy shit! Holy shit! Wow. I was just thinking of saying, you know, we're talking about games that support desktop and VR at the same time, having crude adaptations for VR. So far, this doesn't feel crude. It feels like it's a VR-only game. It's very well ported. Oh, I can't get too close to them. Wow. This is so cool. You guys need more light? Or do I have to keep going? I think I have to keep going.
A spark had once again been lit. It was told that for the being who kept fire in their heart, all darkness would vanish. Nevertheless, this long night seemed endless and fraught with perils.
Wait. I think you... Can I? Yeah, I can double on them. Okay, I really have to do this. Nice. Oh, there's another matchbox there. I just had to flex my amazing run skills. Oh, actually, there's a ledge. You can't come back from that, I think. Okay, cool. All right, cool. Yeah, I don't think there's any jumping in this game. Or is there? There's crouching, is not jumping. Okay. Hey. Wow. Yeah, I know. Oh, do I make it? Do I make it? Yeah, I think I make it. Whoa. Give me a moment, game. Give me a little moment. Whoa. Whoa. Why do these look like speakers? What the fuck is going on here?
What were they thinking? That thing was meant to remain dead. I'm never gonna come out again, no sir. In here it's just me. No,
Oh, I have to keep holding on to it. All right. Oh, it... Wait a minute. Do I still have... No, I didn't keep... Oh, it just goes... Fuck. Okay, I'm gonna grab it and I'm gonna walk away with it.
What were they thinking?
This is amazing.
That
It's
thing
just...
was meant to remain dead.
Fuck that.
I'm never gonna come out again, no sir. In here
No,
it's
sorry,
just
no.
me. No, some ragdoll with his mask. An oath and that piece. They burn it all away, and for what? Shine a little light on things? I can see just fine in the dark. In the dark, I can see everything clear as day.
Oh, shit. Whoa, that was a... Was that even a load screen? Because I still have the rest of the level behind me. Holy crap. I absolutely love these, like, unfolding animations and shit. This is really, really impressive so far. Oh, suddenly, now it's just running at 120 and not giving a fuck. I actually appreciate that. I do see time warp in my view, though. So it does look like this. What the fuck is this? Oh, my guardian bounds are coming out. I am moving, man. The ragdoll, a mocking echo of the two-legged ones that were the ragdolls spring to life if given a mask. And that goes in my inventory, I believe. Okay. We're getting some of this now. Okay. Oh, cool. You respawn from a little coffin. That's great. That's just great. Okay. So let's see how we do this. Yes. I'm already crouching. know if I can actually hide here. I don't think I can hide here. Let's do this. There, we got it. There, we got it. Oh, shit. Technically, that means it went the other way. Okay, yeah. Oh, that was good. That was really good. Excellent cat and mouse. I'm a big fan of cat and mouse. Especially with just one enemy that's well crafted. I'll prefer it a lot over a game that's got like a bunch of stealth enemies that just talk to reveal their location that are very generic.
Focus on the eye and close your eyes to make things clear.
Here, I'll do it just so it stops telling me to do it. Thank you. Was I supposed to run? Yeah. Holy shit. Oh, that was cool. So far, it's not like super terrifying horror. It's actually really good entry-level horror. And I'll tell you why. It's because there's kind of a fantastic aesthetic to this game world that might even just separate you enough from the fact that there's some pretty scary shit in there so far. The being chased by something is actually one of the better things you can do in a horror game to make it scary. But just the aesthetic of the world is enough to keep you sane, if that makes sense. To keep you from really, really being terrified, like a la Resident Evil 7, for example, which is just one of the scariest things you can do in VR. The candles look so cool. Okay, this is where I have to do some of this shit. Here is this. Took the sun away, 1 of 15. Once upon a time, there was a miracle. Listen to the story. Inside Housey. What? Okay. I haven't seen what Housey is yet. I think there was another one of these over here. Whoa. What? No. Camera layers a la... Well, not really a la Hellblade, but almost. Because look, the world behind this tree stump exists, but when you open this hole, the world doesn't exist. I fucking love layer masks like that. That's very cool. The soothsayers. Worshippers of fire, the soothsayers jump from the work table to work table, making sure things are what they're meant to be. This is so weird. You guys are so fucking weird. Well, let's see. Oh yeah? Yeah, I do. Haha! That's so cute. Whoa. You know there's an effect that they have enabled during gameplay that's not enabled during the cutscenes? And this looks fucking sharp as all hell right now? Why are you running from me, buddy? Yeah, there's definitely some kind of TAA that's on during the gameplay and that's not on during the cutscenes, because the cutscenes look clear as fuck. And, I mean, it's not drastic. Yeah, well, what do you think, man? You think I didn't see you do that? You're funny, man. Whoa! It's fucking crazy. if my capture caught that. There, again. And the game is performing fine, so I don't know what's going on here. Some crazy vibration flickering going on. What is this? What the fuck is this? What is that? Oh. Okay, but how the fuck do I get him to... Oh! Oh! It's food. Ah! Where's he going? You know, he's funny. Because he could have just gone for... Hang on a second, buddy. I appear to have something to do here. The Soulfish's secret. The Soulfish has lifted his banjo to play, but stepped himself when a song sounded from the darkness. Ah! Oh, shit! What the fuck? I told him to go through this! No way. That was so cool. What is going on? Am I smoking crack? Did I accidentally put acid in my crack pipe? Whoa. I just... Am I supposed to do something here? No? Oh, I just tell him where to go. That's so cool. To get you on top. No. Oh, there we go. We got him. We got him. Ah, there we go. Wish it was like a ray to indicate where you're pointing. Would have helped a little bit. Careful. Oh, there's another wardrobe. Another wardrobe. You know what that's for. That removed that. There, now you go. Here, you make it. Good job. Good job. There we go. Surprised? And no need for the wardrobe? Understood. Understood. I like the checkpoint system. It's very clear. The checkpoints are very close together, so you don't have to go through too much stuff if you screw up. That was amazing. What the f... Holy shit. I keep getting goosebumps during this playthrough. I mean, one of my worries when I started 2025 is that the goosebumps would be over. That, you know, the wow factor of the Quest 3 would diminish a little bit. This has yet to happen. I keep, every time I play something, no matter what it is, I'm just so impressed. And this game, this is not just the headset. Obviously, this game on its own merits, absolutely incredible. It may not perform perfectly. It may have that issue between the left and right eye, but it's not prominent enough for me not to want to play this.
Down the midnight walk.
That's the intro? Are you kidding? I mean, I have only been playing for about 30 minutes. I did a lot of screwing around at the beginning with the settings, but that's just the intro. This game is probably bigger than I realize. Freaking incredible. This is silly. I will have to wrap it up shortly because I don't want to go too far into this. I want this to be strictly first impressions video. I got a doll of these guys.
A wandering flame. How rare. A little pot boy. This is already the end. Your pot boy, the last ember of the work table that was. You are destined to carry this torch to Moon Mountain.
Thank you. Well, I think that's the little house I'll be able to check out. This is so funny. Yeah, having issues there, buddy? Alright. Let's go in the house. Watch, there's gonna be fucking huge inside. There's a tiny little hut, and inside it's gonna be this massive fortress. Yep. Oh, this is so cool. Whoa, shit. Son of a bitch. It's not even cold in here. I'm just getting fucking goosebumps. I'm like squeezing my fucking controllers. This is where I'm supposed to put this.
She came back one day from a long while of rock picking under the gnarly trees. Usually the Merkel had been fond of fall and the refreshing cool of winter, but this time it had been much too long for her taste. Even the sun seemed tired, and she had all the rocks she needed, so she decided to treat herself to a long nap.
Is that it? There's even a little carpet for me to sit on. Man, that actually was a natural reflex. I like this little guy. Wait, don't knock the house down. I want to go back there, though. What the... No, wait, what the fuck? What the actual fucking... My house! I would be so pissed off if my house just sprung legs and walked off and was like, fuck you! That's such a cool mechanic. I see what's going on. The house is probably gonna hang with us. I am walking in a forest of rock and clay with a little fire dude and my house. Either that story is something you tell someone after doing LSD or after loading up some virtual reality. There's no other scenario in which the words I just said would make any fucking sense. Tob, shut up. Always gotta run into Tob in the games I play. Ooh. Ooh. I think I dodged a bullet there. Fuck you, bitch. What are you gonna do now? Huh? Huh, fucker? Huh? Huh? What you gonna do now? I wouldn't fuck around and stay there too long, because that thing was coming right for us. Whoa. Shit. That's all I got for you tonight, folks, because I'm gonna start spoiling this goddamn game. This has been an absolute fever dream in the best of ways. What VR is all about, to exist in a world like this, is so mentally jarring in a satisfying way. No screen media can make you experience things like this. It just doesn't happen anywhere else than virtual reality. And for a game that primarily supports the desktop to come out working this well in VR is so goddamn encouraging. Listen, developers, big studios especially, we need more VR games, and it doesn't have to be only VR. Again, I have an RTX 4080, but I did push the resolution and the refresh rate today. I'm pretty sure on lower end systems, you'd be able to run at 90 or 72 Hertz to softball the frame rate and actually mess with the resolution and the graphics settings to actually get a balance that works out real great. The other thing I need to point out is in the graphics, what really worked out today in the display options were the effects and the post-processing. If you carefully balance these two, you start getting your frame rate back. Besides that, I only had one major complaint, and that would be the offset effect between the left and the right eye. That keeps happening in and out. It happens one moment, it doesn't the other. It depends on where you're staring at and how the light is arriving towards your player. Besides that, honestly, this is a near perfect game. And of course, the performance is a bit of a complaint, but with an average of 111 frames per second after an hour and 7 minutes, I can't complain too badly. This is actually pretty good. If I were running at 90, my average would be above the frame rate right now. So that's exactly what you want. There we go. Now what are you gonna do now? What you gonna do now? You got no arms to open this shit with? You're gonna have to get bored and leave me. Alright, folks. Thanks for watching all the way through. I shall see you soon. We'll get back to this little game and many other projects. My god, I'm taking so much virtual reality on since I got this headset. It's so crazy. Bye.